wish I had $1 for every time someone asks me, what is the difference between a C and an S corporation? In fact, a lot of people aren't even sure what the S stands for. The S stands for small business. And so that should give you an indicator of kind of what it is. When the IRS first determined the classification, what happened was a lot of sole proprietors were getting into corporations, but they weren't quite ready for the full breadth of that C corporation. A lot of sole proprietors, when they were getting into corporations, they were dealing with issues like double taxation. And it can get really complicated, but I'm going to do my best to break this down for you. Okay, so here it is. The C corporation, the granddaddy of them all, the big boys, the Fortune 500s, the companies that are listed in public, that C corporation, it's amazing. And all corporations start off as a C. Out the gate, that's what you are, a C corporation. You have to elect and you have to apply to become something else, but they're all really a C corporation, right? And so in that C corporation realm, there's rules. And some of the rules are that, if you take out a draw, so for example, you're the owner of the company and you make money and you're thinking to yourself, well, how do I get money out of the company? The company's making money, but I'm not making money, right? Because you're used to being a sole proprietor and just taking out the money yourself. Well, in the C corporation, if you take out the money and it's profit from your business, it would get hit with what's called double taxed. Why? Because the profit to the business is taxable to the business. And then if you take out the money as an owner, meaning a stockholder, you will get hit with dividend tax. So that same money would be taxed twice. So this is where the small business corporation comes in, because maybe you're trying to figure out payroll, you're trying to figure out your benefits, you're trying to figure out this stuff, and that C corporation just isn't working because you're making those withdrawals. Well, the S corporation allows you to withdraw money, and what it does is that it only taxes you once on that money. So that's the benefits. That's why a lot of people go from sole proprietor to a small business corporation, because they want to be able to have some of that flexibility and not get taxed on that money twice. Now, pros and cons, because everything has pros and cons. So let me go through that with you a little bit. So with the C Corp, it is self-contained. What does that mean? It doesn't have a pass-through. There's no K1, nothing is listed. So if you have a judgment, a lien, an issue, you owe money, someone is trying to find you, there's skip tracers out there looking for you, and you want to start a business, your only option is a C Corp. I'm going to say it. Why? Because it doesn't have the pass-through. There's nothing coming through to you. There's nothing that will show up on your tax return. You want the space and time to build the business, and you don't want it to impact you, then your only option is that C Corp. But Angel, I want to take money out. Nope. No taking out money for you. You want to leave it there so that it doesn't show up on you, so that you can have the privacy and separation that you were looking for. The S corporation has a pass-through. It does show up. It's on your tax return. It has restrictions like this. The owners have to be people. Another company can't own it. Oh, well, I want to get my company, and I want another company to be an owner, and I want another company to purchase stock, or I want to raise money, or I've got this major investor. Well, if you're an S corporation, remember, it stands for small business. If you're an S corporation, then you limit it to have to be individual people. The only concession that's available is that it could also be in your trust. But those are the only two things that could be owners in the small business corporation. Also, the amount of owners. If you have a whole bunch of fundraising that you're doing and you've got a lot of owners involved, you have a restriction on the amount of people in that S corporation. So you want to be very careful in terms of what your goals are, making sure that the structure makes sense for where you're going and what you are doing. The difference between a C and an S, sometimes clients come to me and they talk to me about these IPO raises and things that they want to do, and they want to be bought out by, big companies. And then they'll say, well, I want an S Corp. And I'm like, nothing you said says small business. So why are we doing a small business corporation? Oh, I thought that's what I needed. No, you have other options. So make sure you understand those pros and cons and the impact of which structure you're going to be. Remember, everyone starts off as a C. You apply and elect to become an S. And once you're an S, it doesn't mean you have to stay that forever. You have to be what you are for a few years, and then you could down the road say, okay, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to, revert back, or I'm ready to apply for this other election, or this other way is better for me. Whatever you are, you don't have to be stuck in that forever. It's a part of your journey, your growth. And so you can choose which one is best for you. And once you sit in it for a little bit, you could actually decide, you know what, we're going to raise money, or we're going to change, and I'm going to elect to become this other thing later. So the corporation has a little bit of that flexibility, but it can house exactly what you want to do, where you want to go, as long as you know what that is. So I would say, let's talk about it. Give us a call. Schedule an appointment. You can click the link for an appointment with one of our consultants, and we would be more than happy to go through those pros and cons for you. Is it going to be a C corporation, or is it going to be that S, that small business? And for some people, that small business is the right kind of tool. It's the right step. It's the right path, going from a sole proprietor, going from an independent contractor into the corporate realm. So don't despise the small, because a lot of times that's what we have to go through to get to our big. So I'm really excited for you. And don't forget, contact us if you have any questions.